All right, today we're going to get hands-on with two really fundamental Cisco tools. One of them lets you map out a whole network you've never seen before in just a matter of minutes. And the other, well, it's like a digital bouncer for your network, stopping intruders right at the door. We're talking about CDP and port security. So picture this. It's your first day as the new network admin. You walk in, they hand you the keys to the server room, but there's no network diagram, no documentation, nothing. Just a rack of blinking lights. It's a total nightmare scenario, right? But thankfully, Cisco built a tool for this exact moment. And that tool is the Cisco Discovery Protocol, or CDP for short. Seriously, you should think of it as your own personal network's detective. It's ready to go investigate that messy, undocumented network and come back with a detailed map of everything that's plugged in. So what exactly is CDP? Well, first off, it's a Cisco proprietary thing, and it works at layer 2. Now that's the really crucial part, because it means devices don't even need IP addresses to see each other. You can plug two brand new devices together and they'll just start chatting, sharing all this vital info about who they are and what they do. It's all automatic. And getting all this amazing information couldn't be simpler. It really comes down to just one command. You hop onto any Cisco device, type in show CDP neighbors, and just like that, the network starts telling you all its secrets. Okay, so let's break down what you're actually seeing here. This output is gold. You get the neighbor's name, that's the device ID. You see which of your ports, the local interface, is connected to which of their ports, the port ID. The capability column is super helpful. It tells you if you're looking at a router, a switch, maybe even an IP phone. And platform gives you the exact model number. With just this one command, you're literally building your network diagram right here. And if you want to dig even deeper, just add one little word to that command, detail. Show CMDP neighbors detail. That's going to give you even more info, stuff like the neighbor's IP address and the exact version of its operating system. It's an absolutely incredible tool for troubleshooting. But there's always a but, isn't there? Here's the catch. All this amazing information that helps you map out your network, it can also help an attacker do the exact same thing. And that's why you should always disable CDP on any port that faces the public internet. Any tool that's great for discovery can also be exploited. So let's look at what kind of trouble that can lead to. We're going to focus on a really classic, kind of sneaky attack. It targets the basic way that switches work. It's called MAC spoofing. So first, let's look at a happy switch doing its job. A switch's whole purpose in life is to learn the unique MAC address for every single device plugged into it. It stores all this in a little address book called a CAM table. So when a piece of data comes in for, say, host 2, the switch just looks it up and zips it right over to port FAS0/2. It's fast, efficient, and keeps conversations private. But an attacker, let's say they're on port FAS0/1, can totally poison this system. All they have to do is send a network packet that lies, pretending to be host 2. The switch, not knowing any better, just updates its address book. And bam, just like that, the switch now thinks host 2 is on the attacker's port. From that moment on, all of host 2's private data gets sent straight to the attacker. That's a MAC spoofing attack. So that's not good. How do we stop it? How do we protect our switch's little address book from being lied to? Well, this is where our second hero tool for the day makes its entrance. Port security. Port security is, well, it's pretty much exactly what it sounds like. It's a feature that lets you lock down your switch ports. You can literally tell a port, hey, you're only allowed to talk to the device with this specific MAC address. Or you can learn up to, say, 5 devices, but that's it. You're basically putting a bouncer at the door of every single. And yeah, you get to be that bouncer and decide how the guest list is made. You've got 3 main options. With static, you're a micromanager. You manually type in the exact MAC addresses allowed. It's like a super strict VIP list. With dynamic, the switch learns the first device it sees and allows it, but if the switch reboots, it forgets everything. And then there's sticky, which is kind of the best of both worlds. The switch learns the MAC address on its own, and then it sticks it into the configuration so it becomes permanent. Honestly, for most cases, sticky is the way to go. Okay, so our guest list is all set up. We've told the bouncer who's allowed in. But what happens when someone tries to crash the party? We need to give the bouncer, the switch, a set of instructions on how to react when a rule is broken.
And this is the most important part to remember. You, the administrator, are in total control here. The switch isn't going to just guess what to do, it's going to take the exact action that you defined ahead of time.
And these are your options. In protect mode, the switch just quietly drops the bad guy's traffic. No fuss, no alerts, the intruder just can't get in. In restrict mode, it does the same thing, but it also sends you an alert, which is obviously way more useful, right? You actually know an attack happened. But the default mode, shutdown, well, that's the most dramatic action of all.
So if a violation happens and the port is in shutdown mode, the switch doesn't just block the traffic, it completely disables the entire port. It puts it into this state called error disabled. The little green light on the port goes dark, and it stays that way until you, the administrator, go in and manually turn it back on. It's a very loud and effective way to stop an attack cold.
So there you have it. You can use the incredible discovery power of CDP to figure out what your network looks like, and then use the powerful defensive strength of port security to lock it down tight. But, security isn't something you set once and then forget about. It's a constant process. So the real question isn't just, is my network secure today? It's, what's my plan to keep it secure tomorrow and the day after that? Thanks for joining me.